What's up, guys? We're back on Motorsport Exotica and we're about to dyno the R660 one more time, this time with an SC1-R. Last time what we did, dynoed the bike with a CRT and up map with Gabro's map. The difference now is I've installed Gabro's velocity stacks and the updated map with the velocity stacks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install the CRT, dyno the bike, get the numbers, and then get the numbers with the SC1-R and compare them. So let's go ahead and set up the bike inside and let's find out what we're gonna get. All right, I got the graphs. We actually did both standard correction factor and SAE, but I'm gonna focus on the standard one just to keep everything consistent. We did different gears, different pulls on every gear, but let me actually go ahead and bring the summarized of all three comparisons. Let me bring this up the screen. Let me go over the details of what you're looking at. As I said, we are on standard correction factor, and here we have blue, green, and red. Blue is the first dyno that I did, which I had the CRT on Gabro's map and an air filter, DNA air filter, and on standard correction factor it produced 90 horsepower. The red one is the CRT with the velocity stacks, Gabro's stacks, with Gabro's map for the velocity stacks, 91.96. Let me zoom here a little bit so you can see it better. And the green one is the SC1-R with Gabro's velocity stacks and Gabro's map for the velocity stacks. Okay, these are the numbers. There you go. It's not the numbers that I'm surprised to see. Okay, 90, almost 92, and almost 93. It's the graph. I was surprised to see that the CRT performed really good. I was under the impression that the SC1-R would blow away the CRT, but it didn't. So if you see here in this graph, the red is the CRT and the green is the SC1-R. I'm not gonna focus on the blue one. It's the CRT without the stacks and with the original map. You can very clearly see how much it has improved with the velocity stacks. It really did a good job. I was surprised with that too, honestly, to see such an improvement. But let's just focus here on just the green and the red. If you see here, around between 5,500 RPM to 6,750, from the beginning up to here, the CRT actually performs better. Then from 6,750 to 78, it's basically equal, the SC1-R and the CRT. And then from 7,800 to 9,800, the CRT performs better again. 9,800 to 10,250 about, again, equal performance, you would say. And then this is where the SC1-R shines. From 10,250 to 11,300, you see the green line here, whereas the CRT drops. I don't know what to say. I'm surprised. I thought the SC1-R would outperform the CRT on every range, but it doesn't. It only outperforms it on the high revs, actually at the last 1,000 RPMs, okay? Torque, I'm going to zoom towards the torque so you can read it yourself. Bring it a little closer. There you go. Bring it higher so you can also see the RPM range. And same with AFR. There we go, there's the numbers. And one more time, zoom to the graph. Perfect. There you go. Yeah, there you have it. The results with CRT only and Gabro's map, CRT velocity stacks, and Gabro's map for the velocity stacks, and SC1-R with velocity stacks and Gabro's map for the velocity stacks. There you go, there you have it. So what's your opinion, guys? What would you choose? Would you choose CRT? Would you choose an SC1-R? Now, I have to tell you, I actually took the bike for a ride and I did some tests with both the CRT and the SC1-R. I would swap the exhaust back and forth, going from the CRT to the SC1-R, from the SC1-R to the CRT, non-stop, and I cannot feel a difference. I mean, anyone that tells you that they feel a difference with a difference of 1 or 2 horsepower, they're lying. I cannot feel a difference, but what I did feel, and that's the weird part, because when I'm comparing what I felt to the graph, it's not the same. What I felt is that with the SC1-R, the bike feels more, I don't know how to explain that, but it feels that the engine is working more properly. Like it's more of the throttle, it's smoother, it has more smoother response. Everything just feels as if it's working better with the SC1-R. Whereas with the CRT, I feel that I don't have, I would say, controlled power. I'm trying to find words to explain what it feels like to ride with both. It just feels that when I ride with the SC1-R, it feels that the bike rides better overall. Which, based on the graph, it doesn't mean necessarily that it performs better. Based on the graph here, the CRT performs better up until 10.5, 10,250 or so. So what's your opinion? What would you choose, SC1-R or CRT? Now, when it comes to the sound, okay, okay, this is obvious, the CRT will win. Of course, some people would prefer the SC1-R when it comes to sound, but bottom line is that if you want an exhaust just for sound, CRT is all the money. It sounds better than SC1-R, no question about that. And I'm going to be having another video next week comparing the CRT and the SC1-R back-to-back revs and flybys. If you're watching this video right now and it's been a week already, that means that video is already up. If not, it's going to be up in about a week or so. I don't know, I'm not sure what I would choose. I want them both. That's also an option. You can also use both. It's up to you what you want to do. My honest opinion would be this, and I will finish the video by saying this. For the road in general, I would use the CRT all day long because the sound is impressive. Every time someone hears it, they think it's an RZ4, and I love the exhaust. But for the track, not based on the graph, but based on how it feels when I ride it, I would choose the SC1-R. So leave a comment, let me know what you think about these two exhausts. Let me know if you've used both and what's your opinion on them. It could be different on different bikes. It all depends. So leave a comment, let me know what you think about the graph, about the torque, about the AFR, and like this video if you liked it, and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.